Hey, hope you're doing well. Wesley Smith, treeservicedigital.com. I wanted to do another quick testimonial and just reminder video of a success story with getting more reviews on your Google business profile and kind of what that does to your business, how that helps your business, how that helps you get more visibility and more calls coming in. So this is a case study of a client of ours we've had for a few years. They've been building a good database in their CRM. There's all kinds of CRMs, and a CRM is customer relationship manager, such as Jobber, Single Ops, Arbor Gold, ArboStar. There's plenty of them out there. And what you can do is you can download your customer database from the CRM, kind of export the contacts. And then what you can do is simply load it into a software that does review automation. And it'll pretty much trickle out, the first request to get a review, then it has multiple follow-ups, really professionally worded. But there's lots of tools out there. Just wanted to show you kind of the one we do for our existing clients. And we also do these whenever we get new clients and during onboarding, because we want this to really gain some steam and get some momentum going for the marketing campaign. And I just want to show you kind of what that looks like. So let me move my head out of the way here. You can see right here, since joining, this is literally about 30 days ago, maybe 45 days ago, we set up this customer on our review platform. They've gotten 88 new 5-star reviews in about 30 to 45 days. And prior to that, they'd been in business for years and years and had accumulated about 81 reviews. So you can see they over doubled their reviews in about a month and a half. So instead of only having 81 reviews, now they're like the top in the local area on the Google Maps with 169 reviews. And let me show you that. Here's kind of a trail of the last several days. So they got one 3 days ago, January 21st, which was last week, another one on the 21st, on the 19th, 15th, 13th, 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 13th. So there's loads and loads of reviews just in January. On the 13th, it looks like they got about 10 just in one day. But this is how you get lots and lots of reviews on your Google business profile. And then from there, what you can do is you can set up like an automation. So for example, every time somebody pays an invoice with your CRM, somebody pays an invoice if you have QuickBooks and you send them out that way, as soon as that invoice is paid, you can trigger an automation to where it goes into a review automation, a request for a review. That way you don't have to think about it. That's one way to do it. That's a good way to do it because you could accumulate 10, 20, 30 reviews a month just in your normal business operations. And during busy season, probably even more because you're probably doing more volume of work. But what this does is it just sends those signals to the search engines that like this tree service business is one that we should show. They're getting constant, consistent 5-star reviews, 4-star reviews, whatever the case may be. And we're just going to put them at the top, because they're getting tons of reviews lately. So it's about what's trending lately on the Google Maps, but it's also about like how many you have aggregate, like total reviews on there. So you want to just continue to get those reviews. And that's one way to just do it where you don't have to put much effort into it. Once it's automated, it is automated and it is full steam ahead. Now, the next thing you can do, again, what we mentioned in the first part of this video, you can download your current customer list if you have not gotten a ton of reviews left or yet. And you can take that list, export it, upload it into a software, first name, email, phone number, and it's going to send them out the review request. And what we typically see is about 30 to 35 5-star reviews per 1,000 contacts, maybe 40 in some cases, if you have kind of a personal relationship with all of your customers. And that really just builds because, some people have 5,000 contacts in their database. That's 150, 160 new 5-star reviews just sitting there if you would just ask, right? And it's just a matter of kind of doing it. But you can see here, just to kind of recap, they've gotten 88 new reviews in about 30 to 45 days, 169 total now, highest rated in the local area. They had 81 prior, and that took them several years to get 81. We just over doubled it in just over a month, right? And we've got countless case studies like this. Let me show you what this helps with, just in case you're wondering, why do I need to get so many reviews on my Google business profile? Well, what happens is, if you kind of see this search that I did, tree service near me on Google search, you can do this on Bing, Yahoo, some of the AI platforms like best tree service company near me, things like that. What's going to happen is they're going to have a pecking order generally on the local service ads, which are the first result in the Google search. So once you get these results and you see them, a lot of times most of the time, the ones with the highest rating and the most reviews are going to be up here at the top. They're just going to get more visibility, more calls, right? That's the first place you're going to show as long as you're verified on local service ads. If you're not, I would highly suggest it. So that's one place that's going to help a great deal. The other place is right here in the Google Maps. And you can see, the top rated company here, the one that's showing up, at the very top, it's got 4.9 star rating and they've got 279 reviews. The next one's 4.9, they've got 128 reviews. The next one's, got 527 reviews. And I think this one's outside the local area just a little bit. So you can see, like, they're not going to put the brand new Google business profiles with 10 reviews on there, generally speaking, unless you're just in a very rural area and there's not a lot of competition. Then you might get kind of scooted to the front because there's just not a lot of other tree companies in the local area. But if you're in a highly competitive area, you're going to want to work on these reviews. And I can tell you, if you just work on it year after year, every year you can get 100 plus reviews easily just with your new customers. But if you have a database of old customers that you've done business with and they're in a CRM, or heck, even if they're on a Google Sheet, you can export it, put it in these softwares that just really supercharge and blast past your competition with reviews. And it's going to help so well with like your Google Maps, your SEO, which is kind of your organic presence where Google kind of deems you should land on the search page when somebody searches for tree service near me, tree removal companies near me, highest rated tree companies. And also I should mention, with the new AI overviews, Chat GPT searches, and etc., these AI platforms, if you have the most reviews and you're the highest rated in the area, that gets showcased on those platforms. They're really looking for that because there's really no way to fake 200, 300, 400 reviews, right? If you've got that many reviews, you're generally going to be an up and up legitimate tree service business. They're trying to avoid spam results and things like that. So you can just kind of understand, like, the more of these reviews you get, the better off you're going to be. So I just wanted to show you that. It's going to help with local service ads, getting more calls, being at the top, as long as your budget allows for it, as well as better Google Maps results to get more calls in the Google Maps. So if you got something out of this, hope you did. Like and subscribe to our channel. If you're on the podcast listening to the audio, we appreciate a thumbs up on there as well. And if you got any questions about a digital marketing program, this is just one thing we do, out of the omnipresence marketing that we do for our tree service companies. This is one thing that's super, super important, develops quick wins, helps you get visibility very fast in your local market that we do for you during onboarding. So if you need a comprehensive digital marketing program, just go to treeservicedigital.com, fill out the form. We'd be happy to get in touch with you there. Thanks so much and have a great day.